Hi, howdy. Welcome to yet another episode of the Diary of a Lost and Found Child. My name is Tabby. If you like, call me Tabs. This is episode 2. Remember when I told you consistency? Yeah, that's what I'm about, baby. That's what I'm about. If you don't realize, I am the same person from episode 1. It's just that, I cut my locks. So I told you I'm all about experimenting what I look like. How do you feel about this week? I'm feeling pretty. I'm feeling like I'm a boss babe. I'm feeling like purr. Remember, you can find me on Instagram. It's at the Diary Fairy. Ama, the Diary of a Lost and Found Child. Ukitype tu hivo walai utanipata. Please follow me. Pia YouTube pale. Full video itakuwa na lockdown pale. And I'm so excited for everyone who's choosing to come through with me. Like I always say, this podcast is my journey towards self-actualization. I don't know how many seasons I'll do because self-actualization is a whole life journey. So maybe Tafka season 100. Who knows? Anyway, this is Tabby. If you like, call me Tabs. Welcome to episode 2. In episode 1, I just reintroduced myself and who I am now because in the past 2 seasons, I was a bit nilipotea kidogo. If you've not been able to catch up with season 1, season 2, season 1 was purely audio. The link is on the bio of my page, The Diary of a Lost and Found Child on Instagram. Season 2 was a bit of visuals. I included my friends and we had conversations. Season 3 will also feature some, few people, also my friends. I have made new friends and I'm excited because I'm 100% sure some of my experiences are not just mine. I always told you, self-actualization, or rather the hierarchy of self-actualization, the hierarchy of needs, which was developed by a guy called Abraham Maslow, is the only thing I remember in school. And he said that for you to be able to reach self-actualization, you have to PTR these kind of needs, basic needs, security, relationships, blah, 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 blah. So mimi, kuongea tu kweli sahi, bado sometimes na feeling kama nangengana ku achieve basic needs. And you know what? It's kind of life, man. You know how one day as an adult, one day you have something on you, the next day you have zero bob on you. You know how adulting is like? Gosh, when does it end? It actually never does. It's just you to keep going and telling yourself, you got this. Sometimes I feel like we're just all day lulu though. Like, what do you mean we got this? What do you even got? What do I got, man? Anyway, episode 2 it's just about how I have maneuvered fear. I never thought I'd ever talk about this, but fear is such an insane fact. Fear is such an insane thing. Bro, fear holds you down, pretending to be your body, and it crashes you. Yani, alafu when you're crashed, it's not there anymore. It's just somewhere in your subconscious. So, how did I explore fear? Or how have I been exploring fear? First of all, fear ni kitu mbaya sana. Fear inaweza kudanganyililia. Kufanya ufikirie you ain't shit. You know what I mean? Guy, come the whole time you are the shit, man. I remember before I started realizing that my opinion matters, my voice matters, I always thought the people I looked up to, my role models, or just the people I admired, because probably they're in the same career field or they're just older than me. But I've always been that babe who wants older friends or makes older friends. I have never forgotten my first bestie. I was in class 5, she was in class 8. She taught me how to play drums. I miss that babe. I wish life is just giving her flowers every day. But I've always been, looking up to someone who's a bit older. I don't know. Maybe I was in a hurry to grow up. Who knows? So I've always thought people who are older than me have, better opinions. They know better. They probably know better about me, what I want, and things like that. they have a better voice, everything I want. I thought that people I looked up to are better. Until one day I was put in a position to use my voice, give my opinion, tell people who I'm about. Sometimes I even feel like, or what fear made me think, is that my opinions are not as good as someone else's, My opinions are just kind of basic. Someone else has more fun, more. Listen, I'm not saying we don't have different personalities, but fear made me feel like I need to have a personality like so and so's, so that even my opinions and my ideas and my voice could be like so and so's. You know what I mean? Fear put me in such a self-doubt position. It's disgusting. It's so bad what fear does, by the way. Fear gets you out of character so much. And I'm not saying at this point in time I'm not still afraid of stuff. So the reason why I said let's talk about fear in this episode is because fear really holds people down. And the reason why I also feel like my pod or my narratives will especially resonate to younger girls is because, to be very honest, the girl child is the one who's been trained growing up to normalize, not having very loud opinions, not having a very loud voice, just, if you like that, that's fine, just keep it to yourself, But what I love about today's generation is that today's generation don't give a. They don't, man. As young as 11, you have your own opinions and you will say them. In fact, whatever you think, go to hell. I said what I said. Boom, boom, period. You know what I mean? I admire that so much. The other day, I was hosting an event. And it had macho zangu jamini. The other day I was hosting an event. And it had kids, high school. Era ya TikTok imefanya watu wako very outspoken. Na kujua vitu mob. So I was hosting an event that had, both adults, like wazazi. It had rika yangu, very few. It had sasa watoto, wale pengine wako high school, ama wanamaliza primary school. Watu wazima kidogo. Unajua grade 7, grade, anga sijui zinaitwa grade. Anga K. Anyway, so I was hosting an event with all these people. And I saw kids coming out, and I'm going to call them kids because they're under 18, right? And they were coming out and doing TikTok dances and in front of their parents. And if it's talent or singing or dancing or whatever, man, they just do it, And then their parents would be there applauding them yo, that's my child. Oh, yeah, that's our neighbor. Something like that. And to be very honest, I envied those kids because those kids have been allowed by society, or they have allowed themselves to be so outspoken, to just be them, And I thought to myself when I was this age, heck, I couldn't stand in front of people and say shit, man, because, I was a bit shy, but also I didn't have that support, and I'm not blaming no one for how I grew up or whatever. This is not a blame game. It's just to say, fear started kitambo. It was brewed and brewed and brewed. Paka now you become an adult and you're wewe kuwa mtu mzima bana, unaogopa nini? Unaogopa nini? Mtu mzima, And now you just don't have a choice. I felt so proud of those kids. And I was I hope the world keeps embracing this, because before you realize it, you are your best version in terms of communicating in front of people, even at workspaces, all these spaces that, as life continues, you get into. So I was damn, I really, really wish I had that, but I did, right? But as an adult, I know what I need to do, right? So fear really holds us back. It does, because you're in your mind so hard. You're oh my God, these people are looking at me. Oh my God, these people are judging me. Oh my God, these people don't think I'm interesting. Oh my God, these people, it's always about public opinion vis-a-vis your own opinion of self. And that's why my first episode of season 3, I said, having a relationship with yourself is so important, because then you develop that understanding of these are my strengths, these are my weaknesses, and if these are my strengths, I want to show them to the world because that's who I am, that's what I'm about, and I'm good at it, and period, right? So as an adult, there's still aspects of fear that I have because some of these things you don't outgrow, especially from like traumatic experiences in the past. Kama misi aki fear moja bedhi niko nayo aki ananini kukua failure. Like mi vile mujibeba, mi believe I'm meant for greatness. Mi believe effort zangu haziwezi nifanya ni ni crash out ni square whoever the hell I want to be. Especially because I'm in the process of embracing that and allowing that to happen for myself. You know what I mean? So, but again, some of the fears we have, like that of like being for example, ukitoka block wizirudi block. Like me by the end naogopanga kurudi nyuma in like kimi wagopanga your shit because sometimes it's tied to people's opinions, like, oh my god, watafikiria nini, oh my god, wataona nimefanya hivi. But sometimes I feel like, especially fear of people's opinions, hiyo ni kitu moja nimeshindwa about kabisa. Dude, you might see me on stage over there killing it, kizungu inanyoka hivi, humor inanyoka, watu wamebambika nini, niko pale dancing nini, bro. That was fostered behind closed walls, telling myself, bitch, you can do this, bitch, you're interesting, bitch, you're exactly who you wanna, And sometimes people think that, when you do things that you're really good at, it's because it didn't come from a place of self-doubt. Kustuka thinking you're not as good as whoever you looked up to. But that's full-on bullshit, man. It's really what you put your mind to. And I've always believed kutoafia kwa akili inaanzanga na kujibelieve. Unajibelieve vibaya sana, unakubali wewe mistakes zako, weakness zako, strengths zako, and you move while appreciating those. Because also fear makes you criticize yourself so much. Aki inapanyanguna kiti chunda sema uko sure unaweza fanya hivyo wewe. Uko sure you can rock that way. Uko sure unaweza kata nywele wewe. Uko sure unaweza kayo kala ya dye. Uko sure unaweza date huyo mtu. Uko sure unaweza pata hiyo kazi. And I think I'm also in a phase of my life of believing, self-belief, whereby I be so kind to myself and allow myself to make mistakes, learn from them, and become better out of them. You know what I mean? Because fear also makes you believe that mistakes are failure. Hey, my friend, let me say that again. Fear can make you think mistakes are failure. And if you're not someone who's been taught or has taught themselves that, listen, you fail, pick yourself up, dust up, and move. Because that's literally the cycle of life, right? You fail or you learn and then you dust up and move, right? If you're someone who's not been taught that, nakwambia utafeli, nakwambia you will crash. You will crash, you'll feel like you're burning and you won't be able to pick yourself up. And that's why for me, it's so important. Like, fake it till you make it kind of works out sometimes. It does. Because, especially if you're in a space like mine. So again, media, camera, microphone, the element of comparison, me trying to sound like someone else. It's just me, but I'm also thinking I want to be like someone else who's also thriving in the same space. But how about I want to be the best version of me, right? Because then fear will make you think that fear will never make you feel, fear will never make you see your best being your best. Fear will always make you feel your best is not as good as someone else's. You know what I mean? Fear will make you feel like your best is not enough. And then now you will never recognize what you do, and if you did something so well, and then end up patting your back so that you keep moving. You know what I mean? So, and fear is so personal. It's so personal, but it's tailored. It's like a nervous system that has this and this that brought together, and this that came from wherever to form this ideology. Because fear, for me, I think fear is an ideology. It's an ideology that is set up by the mind, keep confusing you because the mind is also very powerful too, bro. Hey, nakwambia hii CPU si mchezo. If we don't learn to foster our brains and wire them to, to appreciating who we are, our strengths and weaknesses, and then, moving on. Nakwambia your brain brain yako inaweza fanya nanda sio fiat. Because I'm telling you, the brain is so powerful. Sometimes you can never come back from the negativity, from the traumatic experience. Sometimes you can really never come back, right? It's like maybe kuna mtu akiwa mdogo aliambiwa aliongea ama pengine aliongea ama maybe alikuwa na dent kwa mdomo hiyo time, akacheka, watu wakamchekelea, akasema anakaa kibogoyo, something like that. Na maybe hajai heal. Na maybe hiyo kitu dent kwa mdomo, like Njarume. Njarume is those people with space in their teeth, which I find very beautiful, by the way. Those people with space in their teeth. Maybe akigrow up alikuwa anachekelewa, for example, right? So maybe na yeye ako na sauti mzuri, maybe anaimba, maybe anachekesha watu, maybe anafanya I don't know, maybe anafanya kitu yenye iko in public view yenye watu watamuona na watu wanaona Njarume yake, the space in the teeth. Na maybe akigrow up watu walikuwa wanamchekelea, so inaenda kwa akili na kwa nikismile watu watanichekelea, nikicheka na nguvu, nikichekesha watu watanichekelea, and then now you start steering off being in front of people doing what you do well because you started from a kidogo age and people laughed at you. So you grow up thinking if you show your teeth like this, people will laugh at you. Fear has made me, this Delulu is a Solulu thing is not actually quite crazy. I think it's an interesting ideology, but I think for my version, fear has made me learn how to lock out the world, and most importantly, listen to myself. It's taken time. It's taken trying and failing and trying again, and maybe something not working out, and keep trying, especially if it's something that you love. Fear has made me learn the importance of listening to yourself, because that inner voice, my friend, that is a priority conversation. It's not what so-and-so thinks. Fuck what they think. You know what I mean? And I think as someone who's entered their career in front of people, most of my insecurities came from trying to be in front of people and feeling like I'm not good enough. Maybe because again, walicheka, sikudeliver vile nilishema, mara ngapi nimeshrub nikiwa kwa mic. Guy, hadi naendanga nikimalizia kitu naenda huko nyuma ya mic kwanza najichekelea, sema gadho, mimi nimesema hivyo. Embarrassment, as in vitu zingine baby ni tudogo sana. Na hii maisha nataka audacity. And some of us grew without knowing what audacity is, what it's about, how it reveals itself, and how each of us, manifests it, or how it works out for each of us. Because it's not the same script. It's not. Audacity is not the same script, bro. That's why some people can do things. If you want to achieve something, someone else can do something so cringe, and maybe your audacity is to go and talk to that person and say you want ABCD. You know what I mean? Audacity has different levels for different people, and some of us, especially us who grew up, who are a bit older, mid-20s kuendelea, fear is the opposite of audacity. Yep, that's my conclusion. Fear is the opposite of audacity. Sasa zingine unaogopanga kusema kitu ama kuambia mtu kitu, ama wakati una shida, maybe unataka kujiongea uambie mtu akusaidie kitu fulani, lakini unaogopa kwa sababu unaona kama maybe hawezi, already ushaanza kumfikirilia na kumpangia mambo yake na hata hujasema. Unanipata? So fear is the opposite of audacity. I think this whole conversation for me is just to let you know that fear is as real as it gets, but it's all in the mind, and it's the opposite of audacity. So imagine whatever you're fearing, imagine if you just had audacity to push through to it. How does that sound? Yeah, it makes sense, no? If it doesn't, it's okay. If you came up this far, it's because you probably resonate with that. So I think I want to end this here. I want to appreciate you for coming through into this episode, and also just coming through this journey, with me through this journey. I hope fear doesn't stop you from becoming your best version, right? I hope fear is slowly dissolving from your brain, from your system, and you're allowing yourself to thrive in whatever space you are. Yeah. Because even insecurities, they're all in the head, man. Fear for me was like, mbona nisifanye season ingine na nirudi na nifanye visual. Unajua venye season 1 ilikuwa audio, season 2 ilikuwa visual na audio pia, na Isa nimesema nitaendelea na visual because hello, I'm pretty girl. Anyway, fear for me also was like, I can't produce my own podcast. I have to work with so and so, I have to find this, I don't have resources for this, blah, 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 so I can't make it happen. But turns out I can. Yeah. Fear is the opposite of audacity. Thank you for coming through to this episode. I'll see you in episode 3. Remember, you can please subscribe to my YouTube. Please. It's The Diary of a Lost and Found Child. Please follow me on Instagram as well. It's @DiaryFairy. That is The Diary of a Lost and Found Child. You can type hivyo tutanipata. But you can follow me on IG. It's Tabs with a Z. Okay. And I hope to see you in the next episode. This is The Diary of a Lost and Found Child. I've been your host, Tabby. If you like, call me Tabs.